What is this?
Greetings, everyone. Hey, welcome to Noodles at Noon podcast.
No.
This is Daniel, your host, coming to you live from the living room of Noah and Jessy.
That's my job.
We've got our co-host, Noah Metzger.
What?
Hey, great to be here.
And also our special sometime co-host, Jessy Metzger.
Hold on a second. Wait, hang on.
And I can't remember this guy, but another guy is going to be on the show. We got a fourth microphone. His name is Ben. I can't remember his last name.
I talk first. That's my job.
Well, welcome to Noodles at Noon.
I don't like this. Oh, there's clapping? Oh.
Who let this guy in here?
I don't like it.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it. It's perfect.
I like when Ben gets stressed out.
It's hype.
Hi, I'm Ben. Welcome to Noodles at Noon, a show that focuses on things I'm not focusing on. I guess we've already all been introduced.
Oh, one or not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
We have one more.
Oh, yes. And joining us this week from Jesse's lap, it's Mochi.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, wait.
There it is.
There we go. Sorry.
I'm sure you'll hear her before the end of the episode.
Yeah.
If I stand up, you'll probably hear her.
Yeah.
That's
Let's-
true.
Let's
Just
experiment.
Everyone sit still.
All right, Ben's going to stand
I'm
up.
going to stand up.
Okay,
and we'll
this is
see
bad
if-
radio, so quick description. We're in a living room. Ben's got his headphones on, but he's going to stand up.
Yes.
We're going to see what
And we're going to see if
what
Mochi
reaction.
Oh,
She's learning. She didn't bark at me.
You got
Oh,
you got the look, though.
I did get the
Like, don't take a step.
her bat ears went up
Don't take a step.
and she glared at me.
She does have gigantic bat ears.
I think they're cute.
They are. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this week on Noodles at Noon. You can catch us anywhere podcasts are available, like noodlespodcast.com
Noodlespodcast.com.
or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, and coming to you live this week from...
Those Christmas cards you get with the little battery in it, and you open it up and it plays the song. It's going to have Noodles at Nude podcast on it.
Yes.
Not Noodles at Nude. Noodles at Noon podcast. Yeah.
There we
Freudian
go.
Slip.
That's a different show.
The Noodles at Nude.
Well, we were discussing
Those Christmas cards, though.
We were discussing that last Christmas episode is when Michael coined the term nudists for our listeners.
It
our
comes
listeners.
full circle.
It's true. I
Michael.
listened to the Christmas special from last year, yesterday, just to get in the mindset and get ready. And yeah, it's the episode where Michael was the one that coined the term nudists, and something else happened. Oh, and Ben told his story about the guy at the White Elephant that he also told last week. And I was like,
Did I?
Oh, double dipping the stories.
where have I heard this before? Oh,
Well-
it was on last week's episode too.
I thought as I said that, I was like, I think I may have shared this on a podcast before, or on the podcast before.
And you have.
And I had. It was
Found
just
the
a year
episode.
ago.
Indeed.
It was a very, very long time ago. Daniel is snapping a picture of a Advent wreath that I've put together out of...
We'll put this in the show notes. You guys have to see this. This
Yeah.
is
It's made out of parts of a squirrel.
A plastic squirrel.
It's still parts of a squirrel.
two hands, two bottom hands, and a head.
I believe those are called feet.
No, they're bottom hands.
I just described to you the Loch Ness Monster.
Well, we're going to get started with some weekly updates. There's a lot of us this week. So ladies first, we're going to start with Jessy and Mochi.
You kind of gestured to,
You
to
thought-
Daniel.
I thought
Okay.
about doing it, but that would be childish.
We don't have enough of that on this
And
show.
I'm
so.
not childish at all.
But we can be childlike. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So
In our faith.
my weekly update isn't really an update, but I just wanted to shout out Netflix, which I now have
Yeah.
as a
Yeah, Netflix. This episode's sponsored by Netflix.
Yes. No, it's a temporary gift, but I have been watching a lot of shows that I really like and that I only usually get to watch when I house sit and dog sit for people who have Netflix. So I had some lady friends over and we ate cake and watched the Great British Baking Show.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like my dreams were coming true. So
Why did they come over, Jesse?
That was, there was the dog.
there's a
a dog.
man walking outside.
Oh yeah.
That's just
So-
Walter.
Is that why they
Hey,
came
Walter.
They came over.
It's because there's a man.
There's a man
Sorry.
named Walter
Friends, I
walking
need your
outside.
help. Quick. Get over here.
bring
I'm
the
not
cake.
calling my husband.
It was because it was her birthday.
It
I'll
was.
just
Oh
say it.
yeah, it was my birthday.
Yay! That's a weekly update. Yay! Jesse's birthday.
The audience just dies.
Yeah,
on it.
it's like cut.
Stop clapping. No more clapping.
Well, happy birthday, Jesse.
Sorry, thank you. Mochi's just woofing. Okay.
Just a general woof. It's not really directed. It's
Yeah, it's just in general.
just making sure everybody knows I'm here.
All right. Well, who's next? Who has a better weekly update than me? Probably no one.
Probably no one.
No one.
Speaking of no one, Noah. It rhymes.
People often mistake me for no one.
That's
but
not what I'm. As soon as I said that, I was like, people aren't gonna get that. I just meant that it sounds similar.
Right.
No, but it is true that often when people say no one, I think they're talking to me. Also, this is kind of weird, but I have observed on multiple occasions that when people say, let me know, it sounds like you're saying, love you, Noah. And sometimes I have to like
Realize
process
they
and make
don't
sure,
love
you don't love me. You just need me to let you know something.
Well, they might.
They might
It's
also.
just
Well, here,
unspoken.
read my lips and let me know which one you think I'm saying. This is gonna be wonderful podcast listening
Yeah.
for everybody. But if I go,
Oh, that sounded really gross in my headphones.
my mouth sounds.
This is now the ASMR podcast.
It's this is my show.
That was let me
You
know.
said you said this is my show, not your show.
no, that's not what I said.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Oh, you didn't hear anything. I said, let me
Some
know.
lip smacking.
But love you, Noah. Is what?
Love you, Ben.
Yeah, thank you, Noah.
Love to all in this room.
Just Noah.
Noah, do you have a weekly update?
That was
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
No, I got to. I was thinking about all the Christmassy things that I've gotten to do, and yeah, I don't know. I like different Christmas activities that kind of stand out from the normal monotony of life. So I was thinking through some of the things we got to do in the past week. One of them involves Daniel and Jessy. We got to go to Daniel's house last Sunday. Sorry, Ben.
Thanks for the invite.
Oh, sorry. Note to self: next time we do a hoedown, make sure Ben's there.
But for part of our like church life group or church small group, we just decided to have a worship night, and everybody brought instruments, and we got to play. We had a cello, we had a banjo, we had a piano, a bass,
Ukuleles,
a guitar, ukuleles, jingle like sleigh
block
bells,
of shaker thingies.
shaker things.
As we all know, I hate worship music, especially when ukuleles are involved.
Right.
So that was a lot of fun. We got to just sit around, kind of in the dark with candles lit. I think Daniel said something that he hoped that a UPS guy would show up just to see all these people sitting around in a circle.
Having a seance.
Having a seance. A Christmas seance. We
Deliver the package like, yay, it's here. We can finally complete the seance.
Would you like to join us?
Would you like to join us?
There are no air
You're
holes
what we
inside.
really wanted.
the sacrifice is here. So we got to do that. I also got to do that again with Daniel and Ben, leaving Jessy at home this time.
Oh,
With some kids at a youth group on Wednesday. That was really fun. Feliz Navidad was definitely the standout.
it was
Feliz.
Feliz.
It was so feliz.
So feliz.
And then last night, I actually most of this week I've been driving up to the mountains and spending some time with a client there, doing some work for them. And last night I got to join them for their Christmas party, and we went and chopped down a tree in their backyard.
Wow.
And decorated it by the fire, by like the outdoor campfire. And then they had like these nicely made caroling books for all of us, and we all got to sit around and carol. And we did the unusual Christmas carols. Like we did Good King Wenceslas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you do any of the Gregorian ones?
Oh, Arrow Rose, how
Yeah.
lowly or whatever.
I don't think we did that one. We did, it was like Good Christian Men something. I'd never heard it before, and then there was a guy there who read some poetry, like some Christmas poetry to us.
Oh.
So we all got to sit around the fire with our hot chocolate and listen to this like family friend read poetry and different like Christmassy liturgies, and it was really cool. It
Were
was
there a
lot
bunch of
fun.
candles in a circle, and then the UPS driver
And
arrived,
the UPS guy showed up.
sacrificed him?
This is like way out in the mountains, so I don't even
Sounds
know.
great.
Creepy already.
It was creepy.
I think a lot of Christian activities, to outsiders, might look very cultish and kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for that matter, like I don't typically go to like trivia nights at the bar, but
Oh, same vibe.
like friends invited me to trivia night like
yeah.
a year ago or so ago, and we went and hung out. It was like Lord of the Rings trivia, so like that was the draw.
Was it like Nerds Who Drink, or was it just Lord of the Rings trivia? Because there's like a whole.
Oh, I
It's
don't know.
Geeks Who Drink.
Is it Geeks Who Drink? Oh, you're right.
But anyway, like that whole thing, like the whole time I felt so out of it. Like I
yeah.
did not know the expectation of what's coming next.
Yeah.
And like, what the, just generally how the night was going to go. And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, this is how it feels like in your scenario when someone visits church for the first time or who hasn't been in a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's all these like, why is everybody standing up now? Why is everybody sitting
Yeah.
down now? There's just that stuff. But I don't know, for better or for worse, I think that goes for any
anything,
group that
yeah.
you're a part of. It's easy to like, forget what it feels like for an outsider.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went to Catholic Mass for the very first time a few weeks ago. And it was the same thing. Yeah, like learning when to stand and sit, what I can do and can't do. And
Right.
Have you ever been to a Catholic wedding?
yes.
They're so long. There was the last one I went to. I literally like halfway through went and just hung out with one of my friends, like 1-year-old son, just because I was like, I can't sit down any longer. I need
Yeah.
to. I'm just gonna carry around a baby. This sounds like more fun. Not more fun because it was a beautiful wedding, but like
Whoa.
I need
Yeah,
to.
careful.
I need to. Sorry, Charlotte.
Just a lot going on.
But no, it was a great wedding. I just like I can't sit down for this long. That's more of a reflection on me than it is on the wedding.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the second one I've been to, and I was in the other one. I was one of the groomsmen, so I had to sit there the entire time.
You couldn't just up and
I
leave.
just could not leave.
Right.
Well, Daniel, what about you? What
Yeah.
have you been up to?
It's been a good week. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I mean, I was surprised to hear that this was your podcast because I was browsing eBay and I saw on eBay a listing for buy the Noodles at Noon podcast.
Twice.
We'd love Daniel. Like, it's fine. It went for a couple years, but I'm tired of it. Was the listing, and so like I did buy it now, and I bought the Noodles at Noon podcast, and therefore the new intro. So, no, I'm joking.
It's all Daniel.
Ben does not like this joke.
It's all mine.
No, it's been a good week. I don't know. I'm looking forward to Christmas. The closer we get, just all the various activities. Like we celebrate Advent at home. So like just the weekly reminder of what the theme of the week is and looking for opportunities to do it. One fun thing this year, like we always have tried to do this, but like I'm trying to make as many of my Christmas gifts this year.
Yeah.
So that's been fun. Like, of course, my wife is an artist, but like over the last year or so, I've kind of built up having a pottery at home because I used to do pottery quite a bit in my younger years. But yeah, I have the whole setup and even like have been gifted a kiln recently. So like I'm doing a firing today, like a new bisque fire, and those will be ready to get glazed up this coming week. So anyway, it's always fun to buy something for someone, especially when they're going to love it and going to get a lot of use out of it too. But it's really cool to make something too. Like
That is, yeah.
the whole time you're doing it, you're thinking of whoever it might be for. And so
Noah,
good stuff.
Noah showed me one of the mugs that you had made with the honey. Is
Yeah.
well done. Here, I'll give you the. That was the sound of a high five, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, Daniel, it's great that you are hand making a lot of your Christmas gifts this year. You've also handmade many of my Christmas gifts.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, like that is one thing to mention. Like at our church, it's a cool thing. Like, I think a lot of people who are faith-minded approach Christmas, and like there's that tension, right, with the consumerism that so much of
Right.
popular culture has on Christmas. But one of the things our church does is we do a gift fair. And it's all handmade gifts of people within the church, and then like all of the proceeds go towards some charity or something like that. Anyway, it allows you to still buy and get gifts for one another, but also like kind of take a step outside of the hustle and bustle and all the consumerism, even in a small way, even if it's just for grandma and grandpa or whatever. But yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, that was really cool that we got to do that this year. Noah and I did not make anything.
We did
I
not.
wish that we have some real talent in our church.
Well, now you've seen it. I mean, I think
Now
the
you've
first
seen it,
time
yeah.
it's like that whole thing.
You don't know what to
Yeah.
expect.
Now you've
Exactly.
seen it, so you know exactly. Like one of the things we bought this year was like on a normal piece of grade school paper, like blue lined paper. It said $100 worth of plumbing or household maintenance.
Yeah.
And it was just a piece of paper that a guy wrote that
Right.
on, and that's what we bought. Because I need a new sink faucet
Yeah.
installed. And
How
that'd
much
be
did you pay
great.
for it?
$99.
$1 off.
No. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So anything goes.
Nice.
My dad's company had something like that. I don't think they did it this year, but before the holidays, like there are people who, and we have like some of these in our, like on our entryway to our house, our entryway.
Yeah.
We just passed the gate. But like out of like logs, they like make a little bear or a reindeer that you put like different like tree branches in to look like the antlers or stuff like that. And there's like 20 or 30 vendors who just bring stuff that they made. And my dad would bring flies that he tied for fly fishing. And he also makes little boxes to like put them in like these little
awesome.
hardwood boxes to put them in. Yeah. So that was always really cool. And there was people, I think it was actually open to the community. Like you could come and bring the stuff that you had made and do
Yeah,
it that
that's
way.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been really enjoying like trying to find gifts, local gifts or gifts from friends. Like Daniel provided some gifts for us. Also, our mutual friend Braden gave us some coffee
Which
he
we
roasted.
purchased.
That we purchased.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't just give it to
We
us.
purchased some coffee from a local
Shout out
friend.
to Table Coffee Company.
Yeah.
Table Coffee Company.
Wow.
Table Coffee.
Company.com.
.com.
Is it
Sponsored by
Maybe.
Table.
I don't know.
It's actually Table Coffee Co. I think if you look it up online.
Oh, okay.
Don't type
He
in
gave
company.
me a free sample. I tested the coffee out before I give it to some people, and it's really good.
Which one did you
Smells
get?
good.
I got the decaf one because that's all I can do, and the decaf was really good.
It's so good. Yeah. Every time, I think I've said this on the podcast before, it's like the other thing, but every time I go to the house, he's like, Ben, would you like a cappuccino? I'm like, yes.
I will take anything you offer.
I will
me.
take anything you
I
offer
know
me.
it'll be good.
Yeah, but if you want really good coffee that's made or roasted locally here in Colorado, northern Colorado,
Yeah.
He admitted
Alaska.
it.
right
Did
next
you
to
see
Fairbanks, Alaska.
Oh, yeah, we got him.
Daniel, you got your Christmas wish.
Victory.
That was just for Daniel. After the new year, we go back to being only from Fairbanks, Alaska.
No, I feel like I need to meet this dude. He's like my kindred spirit. Like
He
I
is.
love good coffee. I've got like one of those fancy automatic espresso machines at home. So like, we do good coffee.
You have, wait, someone from your church has met him. He's the guy who
Yeah,
does
yeah.
the thing.
Oh,
Our pastor.
Yeah.
I think Andy has. Yeah, I need to meet this guy.
But I think
Yeah, you would
he's
like him.
interested in getting into apiary stuff, right?
Oh.
Like he's been talking about bees.
Has he?
Maybe not. I can't remember.
You mean-
but someone's been talking about bees, and
mean
Daniel does
poppy?
You
bees.
mean animal husbandry?
Sure.
Animal
Gross.
Small animal.
That's a
husbandry.
throwback
Very
from an old
small.
episode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, an apiary is where you have your beehives. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
He also listens to this podcast.
hey,
Hey, you
let's
want
get
some
together.
bees?
Here's my phone number.
I thought an apiary was when you like trimmed a hedge to a
That's
certain
topiary.
No, that's what you wear on your head when
That's
you
a
lose your
toupee.
hair.
I thought that's what you kept birds in.
A nest?
Oh, a menagerie? What?
Oh, an aviary.
Oh,
Aviary, yeah. Okay, there you go.
it went too far.
That was the only area I know. Yeah, we'll cut
This
that
week's
out.
game. Guess the
Guess the area.
yeah, the area.
Association. Ben, what about you? What have you been up to this week?
Oh, I've had quite the eventful week. My identity was stolen again.
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, no, not my identity. Just someone got a hold of my debit card information and tried to buy something for $28.56.
What?
And my bank was like, that's kind of an exorbitant purchase for Ben. So they flagged it. And then they tried to purchase something again for $28.56. And then the bank flagged it again. And then they tried to purchase something else for $28.56. So whatever that person was trying to buy for $28.56, I'm very sorry. If you had just asked, probably would have bought it for you. Because it's not that much money.
Not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. Takes me back to the one time someone used my card and bought something for, it was something like $40, and then I was $28 in debt, which was annoying. I wasn't upset that someone had taken my credit card information. I was upset that I couldn't afford to lose
Right.
$40.
You're overdrawn.
I was overdrawn by $28 after losing $40. But yeah, so I called the bank and they were like, did you make these purchases? And one of the purchases that got declined after I was trying to make the purchase, but they just declined everything after those 3 things got flagged. One of them was to the Table Coffee Company. Shout out to the, to the Table Coffee Company.
Table Coffee Co.
So I'm not getting my coffee. And then I called the bank, so they went through the list. I'm like, yes, that was me. No, those 3 weren't me, all that stuff. And they're like, okay, so we're going to have to shut off your card and send you a new one. And it'll be here in 5 to 7 business or calendar days. And I'm like, cool.
Merry Christmas. I have like a gazillion gifts to buy still.
Yeah, thankfully, the only person I haven't bought anything for is my grandma. And I know what I'm going to get her, but now I just can't get it.
Table Coffee. You just can't
Table
get it.
Coffee Company. But now I can't get it because I don't have a card. But I am going to some White Elephant gift exchanges, so someone's getting my old debit card
Perfect.
because it's not of any use to me. But yeah, other than that, another weekly update was my last week at my job.
Whoa, is that a cheer?
That is a cheer. I'm very sad about leaving the people there because there are some great people there, but I'm excited for new opportunities. One of my coworkers came up to me and he was like, yeah, I'm going to have to follow along with your podcast. I'm like, oh yeah, please do. He's like, because that's why you're leaving, right? You're going to focus on that. I'm like, no.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's finally financially viable.
It's,
Yeah. There's a lot of money in this.
That's why I sold it on eBay.
There's a lot of money in this.
Yeah, I was like, no, we have like 37 lovely, amazing listeners who I love with all my heart and don't support me financially. So,
Well, we just need that Table Coffee sponsorship. We need
Yeah.
that Melissa Poppy
Yeah.
art sponsorship.
yeah.
We need
Speaking of Melissa Poppy Art, if you turn your heads to above Daniel,
Yes.
Wait,
everyone
this is-
behind us.
wall.
this is radio. Come on.
it's a podcast.
Podcast, whatever.
You old man.
Yeah, radio.
This is radio.
Old timey.
There's going to be a picture in the show notes if you go to our website at noodlespodcast.com,
Noodlespodcast.com.
where you can see the amazing Melissa Poppy art. Poppy art. I said it wrong. My bad.
It's all good. It's French.
You forgot my last name. My last name's French.
Shoemate.
Yeah.
That does not sound.
Shumat.
Yes.
Schmate.
It was originally spelled Chumat.
Oh.
Chumat.
Schumann.
And then they came here and were like, that's dumb.
So Poppy, my name in Germany is pronounced Papa,
Aw.
and it goes it goes back to paper. I mean,
You
you know
made
how
paper.
many of the names were like the guilds or the profession you had.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's what ours is.
we were the paper makers way back then.
I don't want to know what my people did.
Oh, yeah.
Your shoe mats. Just place to put your shoes.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Our
We didn't make them. We just were them. We just laid on the ground. Like,
It's a noble profession.
It is a
Yeah,
noble profession.
ours is German for butcher. So I have some butchers in my lineage.
Man, this is a very German podcast.
It is.
It is.
Well,
Well,
look at us.
Great. Another interesting thing that happened this past week was also on my last day at my job. The company I worked for was one of the main sponsors of the Denver Broncos, which is interesting because we're in Fairbanks, Alaska. I don't know why they would sponsor a football team that's a very long way away.
it's weird.
So the mascot Miles of the Denver Broncos came and visited, as well as Coach Ed McCaffrey, who is head coach of a college in Colorado, but he was also one of their wide receivers when they won in the Super Bowl in either 98 or 99. Can't remember which one. Yeah, he's old. And then 2 cheerleaders were there who I did not speak to. But they were handing out, they had like this like pamphlet of like all the cheerleaders in them. And they were like, do you want us to sign that? Well, I didn't get one, but I went with one of my coworkers, Elizabeth, and I was like, she wants one. And then I just walked away. I just threw her into awkward situations.
Ben, that would have been the perfect gift for your grandma.
I thought,
Yes.
I genuinely thought about giving it to my grandpa just because my grandma would have thought it was hilarious. That was a genuine thought process. I was like, should I do this? And no, I won't. But speaking of trivia, like you were talking, Daniel, they had the lady from the Denver Broncos who was there kind of running the whole thing. And for reference, I was there for like 5 minutes. I wasn't there for a very long time. Was like, hey, we're going to have a trivia question. So we're going to read a question. If you know the answer, raise your hand and we'll call on the first person that we see. If nobody gets the first one, we'll move on to an easier question until someone gets a question right. And then I was like, this is football. I don't know anything about football. I know baseball. I know baseball really well. I know lots of stuff I don't need to know about baseball is locked in my brain, and stuff I need to know about other stuff just isn't there.
Gone.
Yeah. So I'm like, there's no chance I'm going to know the answer to this question. And she's like, okay, here's our first question. What Major League Baseball team drafted John Elway, who was the quarterback of the Denver Broncos for a while? And I was like, wow, they actually asked a baseball question. So I raised my hand, and she's like, do you know the answer? I'm like, it's the New York Yankees. She's like, yeah, how'd you get that so fast? I'm like, you asked a baseball question instead of a football question. I wouldn't have
got a
gotten
prize.
So she was like, well, congratulations. You won 2 tickets to a Broncos game.
Whoa.
So now I have to fly myself
Yeah.
from Fairbanks,
All the way.
Alaska to Denver, Colorado, wherever that is.
What a burden.
I know. What a burden that is for me.
Extra burden on you, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
For this season or next season?
this season.
Yeah.
Well, there's like what? Only a few games left.
Yeah. So I'm going on January 9th to see the Denver Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs
Ooh.
Ooh.
in section 507,
Yeah.
row 12, seats 1 and 2.
Like
Hey, yeah.
the one time I've been in that stadium, like they look so different when you see it from TV, but like it's almost like vertigo. It's so stacked. Like,
Yeah.
and even those totally high seats, you're like right over top of the field.
Yeah. So
You can see it, but it's like yeah, when you
trip.
when you stand
Yeah.
up to like go away to or from your seat, it's totally vertigo.
Yeah.
when I was but a wee lad, my family took a tour of what was then Invesco Field, is now in Power Field at Mile High. And they said like when the stadium was built, they were like the steepest seats they were allowed to make.
Really?
Like they couldn't make them any steeper than that at the time. So yeah, I'm not terribly excited about that because I'm not a huge fan of the prospect of falling. But
Right. So did you ask one of those cheerleaders to join you?
no, they'll probably be there anyway.
Oh, that's true. They
I would imagine.
They'll be working.
I don't think they have a choice. That's their job.
Yeah.
Do I have any other weekly updates? No. I felt like Noah because Noah always wins stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, you won a contest.
And I won a
That's
contest.
awesome.
Wow.
It's because of random baseball knowledge.
And that's like
Paid off.
Did.
it always feels better to win a contest when it's something like it required some skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had to know the baseball answer, and you did.
Yeah.
I did.
And now you get to go watch a football game. That's
I
kind
was-
of a little
yeah.
bit
I'm
disappointing.
like, can I trade these for Rockies tickets?
You guys are the same, right?
You guys the same.
I mean, you could probably sell those tickets and buy like 8 Rockies tickets, right?
Honestly, probably.
Season tickets.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, maybe-
we have
maybe
a couple-
someday.
We have a couple games, don't we?
Do we have any reviews or feedback?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was looking to see. I don't think we have anything.
Okay.
Can you do the cricket sound?
Do we have any reviews or feedback?
Nope. He'll get
That's
there.
good enough.
That one.
Oh, I found it. Sorry.
This is going very well.
Did you specifically choose all these sounds for like this? Because why would you include the womp womp womp?
It's like the package, like
Oh, okay.
Insider Baseball here or Insider Podcasting here. We've got the Rodecaster Pro. It's like this sweet little mixing board with little buttons.
Very little buttons.
That's the only reason we invited.
This podcast is now sponsored by Rode.
We just invited Daniel here because he is the only one with access to this board now.
Yeah. Thanks to Noah quitting his job. I did get a text from Noah last night, right after I saw Spider-Man No Way Home, which I will now spoil for all of you. Just kidding. Spider-Man's in it. But I did get a text from Noah last night that said, I'll read it verbatim. And he sent this at like 11:30 p.m.
Yeah, I was in bed when I said this.
It said, and I quote, "Hey, jobless boy, can you build me a Facebook for like $10 in Red Robin gift cards?" And then he said, technically it's only 932 left on there.
What the heck?
I just figured now that he's looking for work, I can take advantage of him and
Build me a Facebook?
build me a Facebook. Yeah, Can you know,
Who
like,
are you?
Yeah, now you're the old man.
I was playing a character. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Hey, jobless boy.
Hey, jobless boy,
Weird.
let me give you a Red Robin gift card. You can get a small burger.
It'll mostly cover the cost of a burger.
Mostly.
It'll defray the cost considerably.
It's okay. I called him slightly employed man.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Slightly employed. That's me.
Look at us doing well. Remember the first episode where I said you could tell us apart because you have a job and a house and a wife and I don't? Well, now it's just a house and wife.
Yeah, take that, Noah.
Yeah.
Noah.
And then you had a job and I didn't. And now neither of us have
Now
jobs.
neither of us have a job.
So, man, are we in a better... It's like the question you have to ask at the end of the year. Are you better off? Are you better off than you were a year ago?
Well, I have a dog on my lap, so
Yes,
I'm better.
Yeah, Jesse's
A
better.
very asleep dog on your lap.
He's super sleep.
She
How dare you?
Mochi.
misgendered the dog.
I need to give her earrings like people do with their babies to
You could give her a lot
yeah.
of earrings.
Yeah,
It's
They
like
would just
all
get
the way
weighed
around.
down.
those giant. Yeah,
Little hoops.
I did take a picture of Mochi in Jesse's lap, and I may post that on the website if you want to go check that
May or
out.
may not.
The pictures this week are going to be much better than last week when we had like long Furbies and
gosh.
yeah.
Which
kinds of stuff.
this wasn't on the podcast,
Horror.
but like for an hour after we ended the podcast, Noah and I kept looking stuff up and sending in the Discord. So if you were on the Discord that day, I apologize.
Or like
Or you're welcome, depending.
Or
on
you're
how you-
welcome. Yeah.
30 out of context Furby pictures.
And we kept sending it in the nudist chat, not the private chat. Yeah.
Well, who wants to go first with the game? Is it Jesse or Ben this week? First.
What kind of game you got,
Well,
Ben?
I'll tell you what type of game you already know what type of game
Well,
I
I
have.
didn't know if you stuck with that. Mine kind of changed.
Oh, yours changed? You liar.
Sorry.
I have a Lost in Translation game because historically those have done very well.
Oh,
I think we should start with yours.
Start with mine?
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody to Lost in Translation Christmas Song Edition.
Play some sleigh bells.
Yeah.
there we go.
Lost in Translation. So, as you know from all the countless times we've tried to play this game, we take lyrics from a song and put it through a Google Translate myriad of languages. For reference, this week I've put it through English to Gujarati, the language of the Indian state Gujarat, and then from Gujarati to Welsh, then Welsh to Basque, then Basque to Haitian Creole to Afrikaans, then Afrikaans to Tartar, then back to English.
I really like that you did that.
What?
That you kept track of the languages you.
Yeah, good job.
through.
Yeah,
Well, I
because
had
I
to-
can use that now because I know all those languages.
Yeah. Noah
This
is
will help.
fluent. You will write down, or you don't have to write it down. Just remember what you said, and I'll say it at the same time.
Okay.
Because we don't have to worry about a lag, so
Yes.
everyone can say things actually at the same time. Oh, by the way, we're all here in person.
I don't think we said that.
We
Yeah, and then awesome new intro. We're
that's
live here in the living room of
well,
Noah.
every week we're
You're right.
live.
Oh,
But in the living room of no. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did
Yeah,
say in
yeah.
the awesome new intro.
right, boys.
Whatever.
All right.
Isn't that the intro from My Brother and Me? It sounds like it.
I don't know.
Okay, that's another podcast. Don't listen to it. It's very profane. It's kind of funny though.
Whoa.
What?
I don't know. I'm just like kind of sitting back and letting all of this
Letting this
happen. Yeah.
I will say, when I started doing this, I was like, yeah, these will be hard. And then I did some of them like, these aren't hard, but I think they're hilarious.
Okay.
So they get kind of progressively harder as it goes. But for instance, this first one, your microphone keeps moving away from you.
It's all right.
Daniel keeps moving his microphone.
I
It just
think-
moves back to where it was before.
It wants me to essentially
has-
be sitting in your lap.
It does.
It keeps having me move closer to Ben.
Oh, Daniel, get off him.
Yeah, no. Daniel, move. I don't know. So this is round one. And if you don't get this, I'll be afraid. And you can either like give me the name of the song or like just like a general, like everyone knows the song as this. Cause like there's some songs where you're like, oh yeah, it's called this. But like, no, it's actually called Christmas Carol D in E minor C. So yeah, don't worry about that. So round one, this is the translated version. And this is why I said it's going to be easy. On the 12th day of Christmas, but let me finish. This is why I said it's going to be easy, but I think it's funny. He sent me his true love, 12 drummers, 11 crane pipes, 10 people jumped, 9 women danced, 8 servants, 7 swans,
Jeez.
6 geese, 5 golden circles, 4 birds call, 3 French chickens, 2 turtles, a pigeon, waist weight.
Whoa.
What?
2 slaves.
9 people dancing.
Servants.
Yeah, servants.
Yeah, 8 servants.
Oh,
I believe the actual one is 8 maids a milking.
this song's been canceled.
Well, okay, so it's obviously the 12 Days of Christmas,
Right.
As I'm sure you all
I
got.
don't
was
think
gonna
I would
guess
have known.
that.
Oh.
Or like I know what song it is, but I don't know that I knew it was called the 12 Days of Christmas.
I thought that was Jingle Bells.
Oh no. For reference, the actual lyrics are 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping,
9 lords a leaping.
10 lords leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans swimming, 6 geese laying, 5 golden rings, or 5 golden circles, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Somehow pear tree gets translated to waist weight
Waist weight.
through all of that. So
I'm just thinking about what a better trilogy The Lord of the Circles would be.
Instead of Lord of the
Golden
Rings.
Circles.
All
Gotta
right.
take this circle to Mordor. Round 2. I'm just gonna give all of you a point because
Yes. Because it's Christmas.
it's Christmas. Grandma escaped the cold. I'll need your answer in.
Wait.
Okay.
That's the lyric?
That is the lyric.
Wait, it's the lyric or the title? Sorry, I wasn't listening to the instructions.
It is technically a lyric.
Okay.
All
right.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Daniel, you didn't say anything.
Because I don't think that's it.
Well, then say something else.
What's that Baby It's Cold Outside song? That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
I think it's called Baby It's Cold Outside.
Okay, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The correct answer is Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
But
I did have that thought too, but I thought the grandma just made it.
She
It
did
had to
escape
be.
the cold.
Grandma
By
escaped the
dying.
cold.
She escaped the cold grasp of life.
but I don't even remember anything like that being a part of that lyric or the lyrics of that song.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Yeah, but where's the cold part?
Okay, so
Reindeer.
I will say at one point when I translated the first one from English to Gujarati and then I like switched it, I saw the translation back to English and it was Grandma got hit by a cold deer. Like they just don't have a word for reindeer, so they called it cold deer.
Oh, so it's
Oh.
cold. Okay.
So then I guess that's how the word cold got in there.
All right.
All right.
No, that seems good. Seems fair that Daniel lost.
Lost.
The point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to lose this game.
So the score is Noah and Jessy 2, Daniel 1.
Wah, 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 wah.
You have the actual
I have-
sound of.
That's
Oh, wait.
We're gonna keep pressing.
Oh.
Nope. There it is.
Fifth time's the charm.
I need to label those things.
Round 3. It was a wonderful Christmas.
Okay. I got this.
Okay.
I'll need your answer
Oh.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm
Have
dreaming of a white
yourself
Christmas.
merry little Christmas.
Oh no, I
Jesse,
want
you didn't say
no,
anything.
the Beatles one. What's the one that you
Simply
hate? Noah?
having
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
The answer is simply having a wonderful Christmas.
Whoa!
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. And to correct you, Jesse, it's just Paul McCartney.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
just,
is it just Paul
it was
McCartney?
after.
Wow.
Okay.
The worst song he ever wrote.
It's a terrible song.
It's a terrible song.
Blum, 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 blum,
Oh, good. You're improving it greatly.
Honestly, I am. So after 3 rounds, the score is Jesse 3, Noah 2, Daniel 1.
Hey.
Going to round number 4. And the lyric is Rudolph and Paula.
What?
Okay.
It is Rudolph Impala.
Impala. Oh, Impala. I
Impala.
thought you said and Paula.
No, not
Yeah.
Rudolph and Paula.
Yeah, I heard
Rudolph
that too.
Impala. Sorry.
Okay,
These
got
are my
it.
neighbors.
Rudolph Impala.
Like the Chevy.
Yeah, like a Chevy Impala.
All right.
I'll need your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rudolph the
Run,
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
What's the other one? Run, Run, Rudolph.
Run, Rudolph. Okay. It is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Aha.
So, Jesse, 4, Noah, 2, Daniel, 2.
Yay!
Heading into the final round, round number 5. Have a good time with a sled. Have a good time
Time with us.
with a sled.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I have 2 out of 3 okays. And we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jingle,
Jingle
bells.
bells.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. No, you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
he said
Jingle
Jingle
Bells.
You,
did
said,
say
you
it.
also Jingle Bells. It's Sleigh Ride. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with
Oh,
you.
you know what? I forgot that existed until now.
Where's the Jingle Bells?
We need Michael here to be doing like Christmas karaoke in the background.
Oh, Michael.
Shoot, Michael.
He's actually been here the whole time. He's over there.
Just didn't give him a mic.
He's just giving him a mic.
All right.
Well, you all got that one wrong,
Man.
Shoot.
but the final score will be Jessy 4 out of 5.
Whoa.
And then Noah and Daniel 2.
Daniel, you want to pool our points and
Yeah.
tie?
Oh, you tied with Jessy.
It's a tie.
I'm really
No.
surprised because I don't know a lot of Christmas carols. Honestly.
You did really good.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
You
Merry
got the
Christmas.
wonderful Christmas time one, which I included for Noah, and he got it wrong.
He hated it so much he couldn't even fathom.
I blocked it from my memory.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
That one and the Bruce Springsteen version of Santa Claus is Coming to
Santa
Town.
Claus is coming to town.
Those are tied for like.
He's making a list. He's checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice.
Whoa.
It's not quite that tuneful though when he sings it. It's just
More
screaming.
yelling.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Jessy has pulled out a.
It is a 5-pocket folder notebook.
It's like, it's a big old
this-
school notebook.
Yeah,
Jesse's
this
pulled
is
out a
from
gun.
college.
Spiral.
Is it college ruled?
It's like a 1-inch
is.
spiral notebook. It says CSU on the front.
Yep. And this
For
was
Carolina State
I
University.
had to keep a
Crime
bunch of
scene
these
unit.
for my different subjects. So this one had development of sociological thought, French,
French.
and world drama.
Francais.
World.
No, that says world domination.
World domination.
I was gonna say the world has never
Level
had drama. There's never been
It's just
world
a class
drama.
on like war.
Well, and the thing about having such a huge notebook is I never filled up quite all of the sections. So now I use it for random stuff, including my old-fashioned way to make a noodles at noon game.
Yay!
Wow.
So did you think when you bought this notebook in college, someday
Yay.
I'm going to be
use this
married
for
to a
my
person.
husband's podcast?
I just want to point out. I know the buttons on his board better than Daniel does.
Good job. Yeah. Nailed it.
Are we ready for another game?
Let's do it.
Oh, sure.
Okay. How much time? I have 6 questions, but I can cut it down.
I think we're good. My game was pretty quick.
Okay.
We got time.
I don't know what that was.
It was a 4 and then a 3.
Oh, okay.
Daniel is making hand
right.
motions.
He's throwing signs over here. I don't know how I feel about this.
Am I supposed to know what that means? Okay. So this is a Christmas trivia game.
Yes.
And
I love
it
trivia.
is in the style of Florida Man game.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
what
okay.
I'm going to do is I'm going to
On
read
brand.
you. And one of the questions, the final question is an actual Florida Man question. I'm going to read you a statement and I'm going to leave something blank. And you have to give me the word or phrase that goes in the blank.
Ooh.
So let's get started. I'm going to kind of hold my notebook in a way
No
where Noah
cheating,
cannot
Noah.
cheat.
No, I can't see.
All right. So, number 1. In Russia and Ukraine, the Santa Claus figure is called Ded Moroz or something. That means Father Frost, and he is often depicted as a wizard or demon. How charming.
How Russian.
This fellow, how Russian. He punishes naughty children by blank. How does Ded Moroz punish naughty children for Christmas? Ben, keep it appropriate.
No. I've been to Ukraine, and like I know at some point I've known the answer to this question,
Ooh, but you don't know it
and
now.
I'm trying to remember if I know it now.
All right,
I know.
I'll take you one at a time.
Wow. It's
Okay,
like MMA in here. She's going to like beat us up.
I'll take you all down.
Who's next?
Oh boy,
I think Daniel should go first
Daniel, what do you think? How does he punish?
because he
naughty
knows
children?
what it is.
By eating them.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's by eating them.
Yeah, by eating them.
How about everyone gives their own answer?
What if? Do you want to just give Daniel that point if he's right and knew it first?
No.
It's not right.
Yeah. Come on, Jesse. Like, no one had to know that.
Oh, you were bluffing?
Oh.
All right,
okay.
Noah, what do you think?
I think he punishes the children by taking their parents away from them.
Okay.
He just orphans
No,
them.
that's Disney.
That's true too.
Ben.
He freezes them.
Oh.
Ooh.
Father
Frost.
Frost.
All right. He punishes naughty children by kidnapping them. So that's like a mix of Daniel and
Yeah.
Noah's.
How is eating them like kidnapping?
I was
them?
gonna say
something
Noah. There
happens
have been like
to the children.
I ate pizza for lunch, but I did not
you
kidnap.
did not kidnap.
I
I
think
ate pizza for lunch.
I will give that to Noah because his involved kidnapping.
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry,
a good one.
Daniel.
I was just parent napping instead of kidnapping.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yes.
It's very Russian.
Very Russian indeed. Okay. All right. Moving on. Moving on. This one has 2 blanks. So I will read it twice, I guess. In the 1700s, around Christmas time, blank would often arrive unannounced to people's homes and aggressively demand blank.
Paul Revere and the British.
All right.
That's very similar to my.
Do you want me to read it again or do you got it?
I know my answer.
Okay.
George Washington and freedom. Just
Okay.
randomly show up at people's houses.
Wow.
I demand freedom.
Aggressively. Okay. Daniel or Ben?
Alexander Hamilton and his shot, because he's not throwing it away.
I
so.
demand my shot.
I demand my shot. That's not my actual answer. Is that your actual answer?
That's my actual answer.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was like a fun thing he did before president stuff.
Is 1700s where?
You know, I tried to look up where exactly. I'm assuming like Western Europe
Okay.
based on this information.
I'm gonna guess some guy on a horse, because that's how people showed up in the 1700s, and an orange
Okay. Okay.
because
Yeah.
of Patricia Polotko.
I don't get that, but all right. Daniel.
Christmas orange.
I think there's some dark church history. I'm going to say like clergy, like the priest would show up and demand your offerings or whatever.
Okay. I like all of these answers. But actually, in the 1700s around Christmas time, carolers would often arrive unannounced to people's homes and aggressively demand food.
Figgy pudding?
and drink.
Please bring us a figgy pudding.
So
Please
that's-
bring us a figgy pudding.
This is like the dark origins of Christmas
and
traditions.
bring it right now.
We
Yeah.
won't go until we get some.
And-
We won't
okay.
go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
And they were known to break down doors and refuse to leave
What?
until they were fed. Until it got to be such a problem that it was like banned for a while. You couldn't go caroling.
Man.
Lock your doors.
I know a
people.
lot of people nowadays give like crap to TikTok for all these dumb TikTok challenges.
Right.
But like we've been doing this for
We've been
a
doing
while.
it. Yeah. This is not new.
Hide your wife, hide your kids. The carolers are coming.
Hide your wife. I think this is one of those traditions that needs to come back.
Aggressive
You know,
caroling.
Now that doors are a bit stronger,
Yeah.
I think
We're in
we
this-
can.
We're in this beautiful neighborhood right now. We have tons of neighbors. We could go break down their doors.
Everyone
Just
has those
townhouse to
ring
townhouse.
doorbells, so
Yeah.
we'll have to wear.
I think I might give this one to Ben because his involved getting food.
In orange.
Ooh, an orange.
An
There was an orange
orange.
involved.
Yep. So Ben, good job.
Thank you.
Yay.
So that means Noah won, Ben won,
Noah won. I won the game.
Daniel
Ben won.
0.
I suck at games. These
Okay.
games.
All right, we got more. We got more.
Okay.
We got a few more. This one is a little bit longer, but it's just one blank. So listen close. Mistletoe, as we all know what that's used for now.
No, please. Oh,
Awkward.
Please tell us.
It used to be a sign of friendship by the Druids a very long time ago. So it was banned by the church, of course. But then later, the church decided they wanted in on this mistletoe. So
gotta get in on that action.
they adopted mistletoe for their own special
Appropriated.
mistletoe. They appropriated mistletoe for their mistletoe services, the purpose of which was to blank. So we're looking for what was the purpose of mistletoe in mistletoe church services. Ben looks excited. What is it for, Ben?
I think this is like the original like singles like the singles youth group at church.
Singles group.
Yeah, the singles group. I think this was the OG singles group.
Okay.
Like the mistletoe church services was just for single people.
This is somewhat related, but did you know that Martin Luther was actually responsible for bringing back like greenery into the church? because that was banned for a while.
Oh,
Like
I did not know that.
kind of the same thing, but Martin Luther brought it back.
Thank you, Martin.
That
And
was thesis number 86.
nice.
Greenery in church. Okay.
No, and like my answer, it's a symbol. They brought it back as a symbol of Christ. So the red berries represented the blood, and the greenery represents the life of Christ. So
I wish that were true, Daniel.
come on, that's like the holly and the ivy. That's what that song is all about.
So the mistletoe services.
Wait,
hold on, I
Noah
haven't
didn't
gone
answer.
yet.
He just gave us
Oh.
a history lesson.
Okay, I'm sorry. You were talking, and I just assumed there was an answer in there.
It's Martin Luther.
Celebrate Martin Luther. I don't have an answer, but I'm gonna say, I think does mistletoe have a smell? Does it smell at all?
I don't know. I've never been near it.
Ha.
I'm gonna say it was like to bring a nice, charming smell into the church.
Okay. All right. Well, none of that was remotely correct. So the mistletoe services were to pardon criminals. A criminal okay, from my research, I don't know that it was like criminals with actual, like they were imprisoned, but people who had committed crimes or other evils could bring mistletoe to the church as like a sign of friendship and peace and forgiveness, and then the church would like officially pardon these people. Say, you are
Wow.
forgiven.
That's great.
So it's like a little like metaphorical kiss to the criminals. Okay. All right. We got two more here.
Wait, who
gets
that
the point?
Oh shoot!
You got to
I'm
give
not
it to
very
somebody.
good at this game. Or I'm not good at hosting the game. So we had. Okay, I did like Daniel's because his was the most
Meaningful.
wholesome and meaningful.
And churchy.
But mine was about bringing people to the church.
Like
I don't even
criminals.
remember your answer,
But it was like the singles group.
And like
Singles
twistedly
group.
kissing, like setting up kissing things.
No, I never said they kissed. I just said they were
it
single.
was implied.
What do singles do?
Not kiss. Trust me.
It's been a long time. I can't remember.
All right, so congratulations, Daniel. You are all tied. Yeah, Daniel. Woohoo. Okay, we have two more questions.
Hey,
I told you I know the buttons better than you.
Ben, hands to yourself. All right, so in India,
good. I like where this is going.
all right.
Good.
Okay, so the Christian population is very small in India, 2.5%. But those Christians do still have some familiar traditions, including putting up Christmas trees. But in India, they do not use pine trees. Instead, Christmas trees are blank. So not pine trees, but...
Oh, so not like Christmas trees are burned or something, but Christmas trees are...
Yes, they don't burn Christmas trees. We're looking for what do they use for Christmas trees instead of pines? Anyone can answer? Got really quiet.
This is going to show how little I know about the flora of India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they use cake. You don't know.
Oh, it doesn't have to be
Oh.
a tree?
Well, it
Is it?
it is a tree.
is a tree, but I just wanted to let you express
Can I give
yourself.
two answers and one of them could be right?
Sure,
No.
Daniel.
What?
Acacia or cypress?
Okay.
I was just
Those
going
are
to say
beautiful
like a
names.
palm. Do they have palm
Okay,
trees
palm trees,
in India?
acacia or cypress. What do you say?
I am struggling to remember the name of the tree I'm thinking of. Because
Aspen.
No. Don't think they have those in India. What was the type of tree that Noah used to build the ark?
Acacia.
No, it wasn't acacia.
Oak.
Oak. I don't know.
It was, I'm going to say a baobab tree.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Definitely
Whoa.
very Indian. Okay. So, I like all of these because I like that you guys all know trees and stuff. But
Go for wood.
Noah was the
Noah used-
closest
Yes.
because they use mango trees. Isn't
those-
that charming?
Are those palm
What?
trees?
Well, they're like
Oh.
tropical. They're tropical, Ben.
Baobab
Tropical
tree.
trees.
Those are like desert.
The number one most common tree in India is the cheer pine, followed by the teak, followed by the shisham, and the sandal.
Wait, so they have
Ah.
pines,
So they
but
have-
they don't use...
Wait, what is
they
it called?
use mango trees. That's what the internet
The
said,
sure
guys.
pine.
Sure pine. Do you have a
C-H-
picture?
I don't know.
So it's brown and it's got some green leaves on it.
Oh, okay.
Green needles.
Or needles.
Or needles.
Good job, Noah.
And I will say, all of these came from a few different websites, the legitimacy of which I cannot vouch for. So
That's fine.
don't fact check me.
I mean, it's a legit pine tree.
That's
it's
a
just,
full tree.
it's just real round.
It's very
It's a real round pine tree.
It's a chonker tree.
Let's see this. Oh, he's so fluffy.
See,
Yeah.
it's like he's cute.
He's a cute tree.
It's a cute
Maybe
tree.
those are just too big to use as. I don't know. Mango trees.
It's
How nice.
mango tree
Then you
small.
don't even have to decorate with ornaments.
See, the acacia. It should have been that one.
Ooh,
I
that's
knew a
cool
girl named
tree.
Acacia, and I was really jealous because I was like, "Oh, that's a cool tree."
Look up a
Cool tree
baobab
name.
tree.
Baobab.
The big fat ones in Africa.
Yeah.
that fill up with water.
Yeah.
It's a Lion King tree, is what that is.
It looks like it's upside down
Yeah.
because it looks like the roots.
It looks like an elephant.
does.
Yeah, they have really
Whoa.
fat trunks to hold all this water in.
Just so you know, when I think of trees, that's what I think of.
That's
All
very
trees.
weird.
All trees.
All trees.
If someone says maple and this pops in my baobab.
All right, we have one final question, and as promised, this is a Florida man question.
Yes.
And this one, I decided to leave the blank very ambiguous because I just wanted to hear your funny answers. So, in 2019, in downtown, somewhere in Florida, don't know where.
Downtown Florida.
Downtown Florida.
A Florida man was accused of blank, which he justified because it was Christmas. That's what he said. He said, "This is okay that I did this because it's Christmas time."
Oh.
What did he do?
I've got it. He was crawling down people's chimneys dressed as Santa.
That's a good one.
What he was doing when he was in there, though, wasn't leaving presents. At least not the kinds you want.
Are you implying he was pooping? Tracy?
Oh,
See, and there we go. Toilet humor. I knew it was coming.
it was
eventually.
coming. Saved it to the end, Jesse. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. All right, Daniel or Ben?
The thing that popped into my head was a scene from Cool Hand Luke. So, like at the beginning of that movie, like Cool Hand,
ate 50 eggs.
he's stealing the tops off of parking meters
Okay.
so he could, take the money out of him. That's what sent him to jail.
Huh.
So,
In the spirit of Christmas.
in
he's
the
like,
spirit of Christmas, like, hey, I'm getting some coins out of. Do they still? Parking meters are all digital now, so I guess
They
it depends
are.
on how old this question is.
2019.
Okay,
That was 1974.
0 for Daniel.
You don't know.
So wait, what was your answer?
Stealing parking meters.
Oh, cool. First thing that popped in my mind was kidnapping children. Like
I'm
Father
Frosty Father.
Father Frost.
Dead Morose.
Dead Morose. I'm gonna think he was breaking into people's houses, stealing. Oh no, he was stealing from stores that were closed and taking them to like homeless shelters or places, kind of like a Robin Hood sort of deal. But he was like giving presents to the less fortunate.
That's really
Like
sweet.
Home Alone 2, like robbing the toy store.
That's
Yeah.
giving way too much credit to Florida Man. If we know anything about Florida Man,
As the person who most often prepares this game, I will say there are some Florida men who do things that have like semi-justifiable reasoning,
Okay,
but
yeah.
you're like, why?
yeah,
Yeah, driving a lawnmower on the interstate. It's like,
Just didn't have a car.
it's justified.
It's not like a morally
Gotta get
wrong
there.
thing to do.
you're right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, let me tell you, this Florida man was out on the streets of downtown handing out marijuana to passersby.
Oh,
In this, I know. It was in the spirit of Christmas.
yeah. There we go.
I think I'll give that one to Ben
Oh man.
because it was in the spirit of giving.
Yeah.
And it was slightly misguided.
See, giving presents to strangers, not inherently a morally wrong thing to do.
No.
Yeah, it could have been for medicinal purposes.
It
We don't
could have.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had at a job I used to work at. This is not the job you work at, Daniel.
Wow.
For Christmas, we had like a little party in the office, and one of my coworkers brought like a big old, like a pound of weed, and just left it on like the front table with just a sign that said like take as much as you, or take what you need or something.
Whoa.
And my boss did not let me take any.
Because he was really tempted, for sure.
Yeah, I was really
19-year-old Noah.
Actually, I didn't even notice. I walked right by it.
You probably didn't know what it was.
It was
Found out
oregano.
Oh, so we brought the spices in. That's cool.
All right,
Is
so
this mistletoe?
wait. Oh, sorry. I just who won that?
I had 2.
I
Okay.
had 2.
I had one.
You had 2?
Yeah.
How is that possible? That was 5.
You had
only
3.
one.
I had 3.
She had 5
No,
questions.
no.
You had 5 questions.
I only got one.
I got the
2, 2, and
orange.
1.
You got the orange. You got the
last
Florida
one.
man. You got.
You had 5 questions, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You said you had 6.
Well, I did, but I cut one out.
Oh. Can you ask it now between Noah and I?
Sudden death.
I don't think you're tied though. I
Yeah,
think Ben
it's-
won.
no,
Oh,
it's-
I have 2.
2
2
and
and
5. Oh,
1.
Daniel, you did get a point. Okay,
Oh,
all right.
brother.
Tiebreaker.
These
Tiebreaker.
games.
Daniel, you can play too, okay, buddy?
No. It's okay, buddy.
Maybe Daniel will get the question and then we all win.
Okay.
I have a chance. You're saying I have a chance.
All right. So this is another Santa figure type question.
Okay.
In Austria, Switzerland, and Germany, Christkind.
Whoa. Christkind.
Which means Christ child,
Oh.
is a
Oh.
benevolent
Feel bad for laughing.
a benevolent gift bringer who tends to be blank. This benevolent gift bringer, the Christ child, tends to be what? A word or phrase?
Naked. What? I'm serious. Like a little cherub. Like, I think that's the answer.
Okay. Good job. Good try.
You're saying it's not right?
I don't know. I'm gonna let
I
Ben
think
and
if Daniel is exactly right, he should get 2 points for that because that's
3.
Sure, we can give him
3.
a million.
3. Okay.
Yeah,
3.
all of the points.
All right, Ben. What do you
No.
think?
What do you think?
What do you
Yeah,
think?
what do you think?
So this Christ, did you say is it played by a child? That's not implied, right?
Right, it's just the name of this benevolent gift bringer.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's played by the youngest boy in the household.
Okay. Tends to be the youngest boy in the household, tends to be naked, or tends to be
I was gonna say just late.
okay. Late.
Just always late.
Well, the answer is tends to be female.
Oh. None of us even considered that.
And it is
Noah is very
I
wrong.
Noah's
I said it's
all the way
definitely a
wrong.
boy. Definitely a boy.
If you give the point to Ben, then you're making us like you can't give the point to anybody.
You just want
I can give it to you, Daniel.
Okay.
Okay.
some naked.
Okay.
when
no,
women
that's
are
weird.
born, they are born naked.
Wait, he said like a cherub. Are cherubs male or female?
I think they're
they're
male.
gender
Androgynous.
Yes.
Mine applies
like
to any
females.
gender. So does it like what?
Mine identified a gender specifically.
Yeah,
So.
which
yeah,
was
but
wrong.
It was the wrong one. I think Daniel's was the funniest,
Yay!
and that's how I play apples to apples. So that's how I play this. And now, in the spirit of Christmas, you are all equals.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh.
Are cherubs male or female?
We've done a lot of googling in this episode.
Yeah, it's both. Not at the
Yes.
same time. It could be both.
Yeah.
Great. Congratulations!
Yay!
Yay! Christmas.
Well,
we
congratulations to Jessy for winning our first game, and Noah and Daniel and me for all
We all
tying on the
won!
second.
Yay!
It's a Christmas
miracle.
It's amazing. But thank you all so much for listening. You guys are the true winners here because we're all winners here at Noodles at Noon. Thank you so much for listening. Congratulations on making it to the end of 2022.
Congratulations.
I mean, 2021. Congratulations on
boy.
making it to 2022.
Well, we have another week. We'll see.
That's true. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for spending the year with us. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. You'll hear from us next week, I think.
We'll see how we're feeling.
We'll see how we're
Maybe
feeling.
we'll take a week off. Maybe we'll take a break.
That is literally Christmas on the day you would record. So
That's true.
maybe we'll take a break.
That's okay. We can do that.
I don't have anything going on that day. I'm free. Daniel, you free?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sweet.
come on over, Daniel.
Whatever.
I'll be here.
We'll be back here.
But thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Mochi, say bye.
Stand up, and maybe she will.
Great. Yeah. Oh boy.